Good morning and welcome to day number 29 of the 2024 season. We're doing good. It's a solid day today. We did back and biceps, so I'll go over the full workout in a bit. Sipping on some matcha, of course, because gotta get the day started right. And it is currently 8:06 a.m. So yeah, still on pace, still on schedule. Just finished my workout, like I said, getting my everything ready for in here, and now I'm ready to record the video and talk to you guys. So for my workout today, I did, like I said, back and biceps. For back and biceps, I started off with like a high row. I love high rows. Very solid exercise to do. And then from my high row, I moved on to a low row. Like I said, working on the traps, working on everything else. So I did 3 sets of about 10 reps on both, and really focusing on a slow negative, about like 3 to 4 second negative, to really basically stretch out the muscles. So that's what I did for back to start off. Then later I moved on to a lat pull down, basically. Same thing, focusing on really a slow eccentric, so about 3 to 4 seconds. And I did 3 sets of 12 on those. And then last but not least, for my back, I did basically a straight arm push down, or a straight arm lat pull down, whatever you want to call it. But that's what I did. And I did that the same way, focusing on a really slow negative, really going deep into the stretch, and then moving it backwards towards my hips. So really focusing on the stretch, the slow negative, and really like a bodybuilding style type of training. So that's what I did for my back, and then I moved on to my biceps. For my biceps, I started off with 3 sets, still about 12, but basically failure on the machine preacher curl. Of course, got to work on them peaks. And then basically there I did also focus on a slow negative. So again, really lowering it in a very slow, controlled way, about 3 to 4 seconds before I go back up. And last but not least, for my biceps, I did a standing bicep curl. So what I do for those is I make sure to really focus on just using like my pinky and my ring finger to move the weight up. This way you also supinate your arm, which basically allows for a bigger bicep contraction. And it's also a better way to feel your bicep in general. So if you're not doing that, I highly recommend trying it. It works very well. You do have to get humbled a little bit, because the weights that you're going to use are going to be lower. So make sure to take note of that. So if you're normally curling like 20s, for example, make sure to basically, grab 75% or 50% of those and really focus on the mind-muscle connection. Again, here focusing on a slow negative. So it's a very difficult way of training, but it is a very good way of training. So for the rest of the week, I have not a lot of crazy things scheduled. Yesterday I went mountain biking. It went very well. Now I think we went like 34 kilometers, which is like, I'm gonna make a very wild guess here, I think like 28 miles or something, somewhere along those lines. So basically my ass hurts nowadays. So because the saddle is like this really small, tight saddle basically, and I'm really not used to riding those types of bikes. Of course I'm Dutch, so I have a bike, but it's just a normal basic bike. And we don't, at least I don't mountain bike very often, so when I do, it's kind of difficult, because the saddle hurts my ass so bad at some point. But now it's manageable, but it's still sore, kinda. So yeah, I mean, that's part of the process, I'm assuming, and maybe someday it will get better. But I really, really enjoy mountain biking. It's not something that I'm going to do every single weekend, because I just don't enjoy it enough to do it every weekend, because I like going to the gym too much. So what I do like is basically just driving around, cycling around through nature basically. So you see so many beautiful sights, so many nice forest areas, so many nice just views. It's very, very, very cool. And especially now, because we had pretty good weather and there was like a whole bunch of sunlight coming through the forest, which is just something that I always think looks very, very pretty. So overall, very good experience. And I love being out in nature, because it just makes you feel so like kind of grounded, you know. So it's a very good thing, and it's a very healthy thing to do as well. So because of that, I think that it's fun to do more often, but not too much, basically. So it's still fun. and it's still something that I do every now and then, and I'm not getting used to the nice views, not getting used to everything, because once you get used to something, you stop appreciating it, and I don't want to basically lose that and not be able to enjoy the nice views that I'm having. So that's something that I did, and that's something that was very fun. Like I said, sore ass, but that's kind of like a give or take situation. So overall, pretty solid day ahead. Got some clients to train, got some business to take care of. Nothing too crazy, and I might take you guys along for the ride for my meal for this afternoon. But in that case, I'll see you all this afternoon. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Have a nice day.